Hi everyone, my name is Karen. This is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm doing my wrap up for July week 1. I managed to read 2 books in the first week of July. It's not too bad. I do like to get 3 read, but you will see a little later on why I didn't get 3 read this week. But let's just jump straight into the 2 books that I did manage to finish this week. The first of which was From a Distant Star by Karen McQuestion. This is a book that I was approved for on NetGalley, so thank you to NetGalley and Skyscape. I've actually seen this book going around quite a bit on BookTube. I believe quite a few people received this book for review, so I was excited to pick it up and see what it's all about. This is a young adult sci-fi story that follows our main character Emma, whose boyfriend Lucas is dying of cancer, and he has been in a coma for quite some time, and everyone, including his parents, everyone believes that he is basically about to die and that he will not survive. Emma is the only one who believes that he will make it through this. Lucas then makes a miraculous recovery, and everyone is of course really thrilled, including Emma herself. But she then starts to realize that maybe Lucas isn't the same Lucas that he was before he made this miraculous recovery, and the story kind of goes from there. I did really enjoy this story. I thought it dealt really well with friendships. I thought it just did that really well. I found the plot interesting and fun to read. I did find little parts of it a little bit unbelievable, but for the most part it was really enjoyable, and I ended up rating this 3.5 stars. And the final book that I completed in the first week of July is Still Waters by Emma Carlson Byrne. This is a young adult story that follows our main character Hannah, who decides to get away with her boyfriend Colin for a romantic weekend. Hannah has recently discovered that Colin's family used to go up to a kind of lake house when he was much younger, and she decides, without his knowledge, to take him up there for a romantic weekend away. And things are a little bit strange once they get to the lake house. They can't find the town on any maps, for example. Colin is acting a little bit strange, and the story just kind of goes from there. This book was just overall a real letdown to me. Parts of the story were just extremely unbelievable. A lot of the things that were happening, like when they got to the cabin, I just didn't believe. Like, she knew going in that this cabin his family had not been up to in years and years and years, and yet she didn't think to take any food or any bedding or any towels or just anything. All she did was pack some clothes and go, and I just thought, like, do people do that? I would never do that. And just, there's a lot of things in that vein that I just found really unbelievable. I also didn't really enjoy the ending, and overall I just found the story really kind of disappointing. I gave this 2 stars. It's probably somewhere maybe between a 2 and a 2.5, but yeah, a bit of a letdown. So that's all I read in the first week. So now let's talk about the things that I'm planning to read in the second week of July. I have already finished a book in the second week of July, which I actually read the majority of in the first week of July, and that book is The Sweet Far Thing by Libba Bray. This is the 3rd and final book in the Gemma Doyle trilogy, and you will now see why I did not manage to complete 3 books in the first week of July, as this book is huge. This is 819 pages, so just with the pure size of this, I wasn't able to get through it in the first week of July, but I have completed this now, so that's the first book. I am currently reading Crow Hollow by Michael Wallace. This is an adult historical fiction following a man who has come over from England to Boston on some of the King's orders to kind of investigate what happened to a man who was killed, like, kind of in the war with the Indians that's happening over there, and also following the man who was murdered's widow. That's all I really know about it so far. I'm not too far into it at the moment, but I'll hopefully finish that off this week. And the final book I'm hoping to pick up this week is The Book of Blood and Shadow by Robin Wasserman. I don't know too much about this. All I know is that I know it's young adult, and I believe it follows the story of a girl whose best friend is murdered, her male best friend, and her boyfriend has disappeared, and everyone's telling her that her boyfriend murdered him. I think, but she doesn't believe it. I believe that's what this is about, and it does sound really interesting, so I'm definitely looking forward to picking this one up as well. So that's everything I read and everything I plan to read. I didn't unfortunately buy any books in the first week of July, but as I mentioned in my May and June wrap up, I do have a book haul that I'll be filming really soon. It was my birthday last month and I acquired quite a few books. I'm just waiting on getting 2 final books that my parents bought for me from them so that I have them all with me to film, but I am seeing my parents tonight, so hopefully that video will be up really, really soon. Please comment down below what you've been reading. I would love to talk to you guys in the comments. Please subscribe if you want to see more. But that's all I've got for this video. Bye, guys.